So the first thing he did was to bring him out of Lodibar into royalty. The second one is to make him to have the company, the right company. I call it the companies of the angels. In Hebrew chapter 12 verse 24, please put it on the screen. Hebrew chapter 12 from verse 22. Hebrew chapter 12 from verse 22. But ye are come into Mount Zion, unto the city of the living God, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of angels. Somebody says innumerable company of angels. In verse 23, to the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to the God, the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. Verse 24. And to Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant, and to the blood of sprinkling, that speaketh better things than that of Abel. So he was brought into the company of innumerable what? Angels. Companies of angels. When God brings you out of Lodibar, it brings you to a place of right connection. Why you are in that place you are is because you are in the wrong connection. The prayer you need to pray, God, disconnect me. In Acts of the Apostle, I was reading Acts of the Apostle, chapter 10. When Herod was about executing Peter, and the church began to pray. When they pray unto the Lord, they pray, and they pray, and they pray. In verse 10, something happened. The Bible says the angel showed forth. Somebody said the angel showed forth. Now, sometimes our angel does not show forth because we don't use the right tools. Angels are made for intervention. He was brought out of Lodibar into a company of innumerable angels, a place where he will have enjoyment and peace and intervention of his life. And the Bible makes us to understand that when the angels came, as they were praying, something happened. As the prayer was going on, the Bible said the angel came and tapped him and took him up in verse 10, and he rose up. When he stood, the Bible says he thought he was having a vision. The angel took him and passed the first gate. Now, what angel does, let me tell you. Angels are people assigned to you as a helper to change your destiny. They took him and passed the first gate. They took him and passed the second gate. And the Bible said they got to the iron gates. There's a difference between the gates and the iron gates. Listen, every gate has significance. Every gate has significance. And there are people positioned to mind that gate, either positive or negatively. Now, we're talking about the negative part of the gate. Now, when one is assigned to monitor your life, it's like standing at the gate of your life, that you will not go forward. You try to move this way, nothing works for you. You try to move this way because gates are closed by the enemy. Now, when the angel appeared, the first thing the angel did was to take him to pass the first gate. Take him to pass the second gate. And when they got to the iron gate, the place where destiny is being decided, whether you will return back to where you were or you will finally come out of that bondage. That is where destinies are being decided. And now sometimes some people return back. Because why? Because their company of angels is not with them. The tireless helpers and angels that will help them are not there. Now the Bible says when they got to the iron gate, the gate opened on its own accord and he went to the streets. Listen, in 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 9, the Bible says the doors are open unto me, but there are many adversaries. There are many adversaries. What that means is there are forces and power that does not want you to move into your next level or to have divine connection. So they stand at the iron gates to withstand you. But in that iron gates that they stand, the grace of God, if you move with your angel, the gates will open on its own accord for you. It is the prayer you have prayed, not that prayer at that moment. Because it was the prayer they prayed. They have been praying that began to work for him. It was not the prayer at that moment. It was the prayer that have been accumulating. So God answers your prayer anytime you call upon him. For you to leave Lodibar, to enter into the royal palace, the enemy will not close his eye to see you get there. So he is always setting an iron gate. When you come to, that is where destiny has been decided. So if you are able to overcome in that iron gate, you enter into your place of miracle. Why are some people rigmaroling in problem for 20 years? Because when they come out of the first gate and the second gate, the iron gate is always waiting for them to return them back to the prison. Am I saying something?